garnered a WWE streaming service and has the, at least currently, exclusive rights to the U.S.
That is pretty cool. WWE is going to do something.
They're going to try. That's for damn sure, if we know WWE.
Yeah, throw a fit. Oh, boy. So that was the news. Now we can get into the injury report, which is just as short.
Ouch.
Woo. Elias suffered the tear and broken ribs during the hit-and-run angle with Jeff Hardy 2 weeks ago on SmackDown. Dave Meltzer of F4WOnline.com now reports the torn pectoral muscle injury is real, and Elias is on the shelf.
Dun dun.
It was noted that Elias was written off TV with the angle. Elias defeated King Baron Corbin in a tournament match for the Intercontinental title on May 15th episode of SmackDown. He was to face AJ Styles in the semifinals, but WWE did the hit-and-run angle, and Styles ended up getting a bye. Styles will face Daniel Bryan in the finals for the vacant Intercontinental title on this week's SmackDown. There's no word yet on when Elias will be back, but it was noted that he will likely be out of action for months. Why the fuck isn't that match on Backlash instead?
I don't know, but
that's all I got from this whole thing. I'm sorry.
Casey, can I break kayfabe for a second?
Sure.
So we were just talking about King of the Ring, and I couldn't think of who the fucking latest King of the Ring was. And I literally wrote this injury report where it said King Baron is in a tournament match for the Intercontinental title. And I didn't fucking remember that cocksucker won the King of the Ring.
He should just join the Forgotten Sons, huh?
Oh, he's forgotten. That's sad. That's really sad. Like, wow. I literally wrote this. Wow. Okay. I got nothing else to say about this, but it took everything in my willpower to not bust out laughing while you read that, because I was like, I gotta save this. He's done.
Once again, I have to reiterate the question: why the fuck aren't we getting Styles versus Bryan for the vacant IC championship on Backlash?
Why not?
It sounds better than anything else.
Styles Bryan, that's a match I'll watch in any promotion.
Yes.
And we'll probably take match of the night in any promotion.
They probably don't want it to overshadow the greatest wrestling match.
Oh, because it is. Okay, we're going to get there. First, I got some sad news, and then we're going to zip through the Backlash BS, because, you know, if you take ACKLA and H out of Backlash, you got BS, Pasty. So that's what we're going with. The legendary Mr. Wrestling 2, Johnny Walker, has passed away on Tuesday in Hawaii, where he lived at the age of 85. Walker, who for WWE or WWF, I should say, from 1984 to 1986, as a career was winding down, held numerous titles across NWA, Deep South, and Championship Wrestling from Florida, as well as Georgia Championship Wrestling and others. He was inducted into the NWA Hall of Fame in 2012, Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame in 2014, and WCW Hall of Fame in 1993. Rest in peace, Mr. Wrestling number 2.
Yes.
That's not the Mr. Wrestling who killed Bruder Brosey.
So is Johnny Wrestling number 3 when he grows up?
He will be. He will be. All right. This is your shit, Pasty. This is what
I drug us into this mess.
God damn right you did. Let's just fucking knock it out here.
Start at the bottom, work our way up, because I'm assuming that's the way the card's gonna. Well, it's gonna be
exactly.
And from what I heard, up to 5 matches could be added. So this is, whatever.
Yeah, at best. I didn't fucking think this was a thing. What What the fuck is going on here? I'm
Fuck
like
it.
old man yells at
Let's
cloud.
go top down. Let's go top down because I want to talk some stuff.
You want to go top
in the
down?
second match.
I mean, it doesn't fucking matter.
It doesn't matter because right off the bat they're telling the biggest lie with the greatest wrestling match ever.
Wait a second, Pacey. Let's preface this right now, and I'm just gonna go off on me, and I'm gonna let you join if you want to. I'm gonna go on this saying I'm not fucking watching this bullshit.
I'm not. I'm not.
Okay, so good. We should preface this with we're not watching this fucking bullshit. We're just predicting what we think the bullshit is gonna fucking land on.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I'll let you continue. Let the bullshit fly, motherfucker.
So we got the greatest wrestling match ever. Edge versus Randy Orton Part 2. And from what Fat Max said beforehand, they're contemplating making this one longer than the one at WrestleMania that was really a bunch of old men breathing too much and just dumbness. And it's probably going to be cinematic. And I'm sorry they drug Edge back.
This is the only one, Pasty, that I know of that is pre-recorded. There might be other ones, but I know this one is pre-recorded. So that should be something to mention. I don't know why, but we should.
I don't have high hopes for this, but there's some part of me that says maybe WWE is going to hit it with the super tongue-in-cheek shit, and this is going to be funny as shit. But I don't know. I don't hold out high hopes for this. What are you picking?
I'm picking Randy Orton because fucking why the fuck not?
Yeah, Tandy Borton for me too. I mean, Edge won the last one, and then obviously it's going to be a series because
that's what we want. We want more Randy Orton Edge action.
I just don't get it though. If this is the greatest wrestling match ever, then the blow off is going to be bullshit.
I just don't. Yeah.
Like
nothing of that makes any sense.
Yeah. It's like the physical embodiment of just what this match is Velveteen Dream trying to beat up a car with a baseball bat.
Thank you. I like that. Next, we have Drew McIntyre defending his WWE Championship against Bobby Lashley.
Okay, I want to talk first because I've been thinking about this, and it's probably the wrong way to think about this, but this is the way Vince thinks about things, you know? It's Backlash. It's already got Lashley's name in it, right? Also, the pay-per-view Backlash coming after the backlash of George Floyd being murdered by the police. This is just, it's too lined up, and I know Bobby Lashley's got to win this. Even if Galloway gets it right back afterwards, Vince has got to have his Lashley moment now, finally, after he's misused him for going on 2 years. But his name's in the pay-per-view title. I'm going to pick what my brain tells me this disgusting company's going to do, and I'm going with Bobby Lashley.
So I don't agree with Bobby Lashley being in the Backlash title. I mean, I agree with you, but I don't think Vince notices that.
Yeah, but when he wins the title, he's like, Lashley's back at Backlash.
That's too smart. That's way too smart. Nobody's thinking that. I will say that I think Vince McMahon hates black people right now. That literally fucking hurt me right now to say it. I don't think. Let's put it this way. I don't think that he feels positive for blacks. Not that he has an indifference, but I think he chose Drew Galloway to win anyways, and he would not let anything happening now change his opinion. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Not that he's doing it to screw blacks, but that he's saying, I don't care that blacks are having problems. Fuck them. I have my Irish champion. It should be enough
that you're in the title picture, right?
No, just that I have my Irish champion. Fuck him. He isn't even thinking about Bobby Lashley being. I don't think he's looking at Bobby Lashley as a black champ or a black person. He's just saying, I have my champion, Drew Galloway. That's who I want to win. Like, that's the way I'm looking at it. Probably wrong.
I could see it.
Probably wrong.
Well, as much as it sickens me that I think Vince is booking it the way I think Vince is booking it, I also want Lashley to have the gold finally. It's been far too long. And
I do want him to.
After that goddamn Lana cuckolding Rusev till he leaves the roster shit, I think Lashley deserves something,
I guess,
for having to weather that.
I will say, though, Pasty, to be fair, I'm a bigger Drew Galloway fan than Bobby Lashley, and I think Drew Galloway should keep it for now, and Bobby Lashley should take it from whoever takes it from Drew. What do we got coming on next?
Then we got more Velveteen Dream beating a car with a baseball bat. Because Braun Strowman is defending the Universal Championship in a handicap match against The Miz and John Morrison.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing that's happening.
I'm picking Miz and Morrison, Pasty, all the way. I think they're definitely going to win this.
Well, we know it took 3 men to get the IC Championship off of Strowman, and Miz and Morrison are only 2 men. So
yeah, since you said that, I guess I'm changing it to Braun Strowman now, because I didn't think of that before.
They need another guy. That's what it boils down to.
I'm going Braun Strowman all the motherfucking way. All the motherfucking way. He's going down blocks and blocks and blocks, goddammit.
This is so bad that I just put a frowny face.
You did. You literally just put a frowny face. And I literally knew what that meant.
This match is not what I needed to see after trying to deal with my feelings with everything that's going on in the world and then NXT TakeOver in your house. It's like,
yeah, this is not what we needed to see after NXT TakeOver. It's fucked. Fucked. Okay, we got a match that everybody is going to agree on the winner because of everything we've heard coming out of the news lately. Asuka defending her Raw Women's Championship match against Nia Jax.
Well, you need to defend everything against that bitch.
You need to just fucking duck and cover. I still love Nia Jax. Basically, I'm not fucking pulling back. I still love Nia Jax. I think she's a lot like John Tenta. Okay? I'm going to say she's a lot like John Tenta, where I think a lot of her injuries that have happened were not her fault.
See, my thing is, there's a fair amount of larger physical women in wrestling now that I don't have to keep hoping for the best for the one that I like the least. And I'm just off the boat here. Nia Jax, to me, is a lost cause. You know, there's plenty of women it's worked for. She's not one of them. Asuka's winning this. She has to. Unless Nia Jax injures her.
Well, I am going to say, backstage bravado included, I think Asuka's winning.
Yeah.
I would have loved to pick Nia Jax to win right now. And I love Asuka.
Vince writes a storyline where Nia Jax ends Asuka's career. Watch.
Yeah, I don't know. I do love Asuka.
I mean, look what he's doing to Jeff Hardy.
What is he doing to Jeff Hardy, Pasty?
Oh, man. Well, we've talked about it in weeks past, the hit-and-run incident where supposedly Jeff Hardy was drunk driving, got arrested. Now Sheamus is fighting him and apparently airing on SmackDown. This is spoilers because it probably hasn't happened yet, but it's been recorded. Sheamus is making Jeff Hardy piss in a cup, and Jeff Hardy's throwing that piss cup on Sheamus. So,
I did hear that.
Yeah.
I also heard that something was going to happen where he was going to... That must be SmackDown that we're talking about right now.
Yeah,
because I heard that something was going to happen where he was going to come to the ring, quote, intoxicated like he did with
Sting.
him versus Sting versus Victory Road.
Yeah.
It's we mentioned, like you said, we mentioned this last week. It's stupid. It's worthless. It's dumb.
No, if I was Jeff,